Good afternoon. It is Saturday today. We went house looking yesterday. Well, we'll let the footage speak for itself, but we didn't really find anything. What do you think of everything we looked at? Honest opinion.
I think it was kind of, I don't know, kind of like, not what I was expecting, definitely, but...
Oh, and all of our, we all have a bit of a cold, so he's losing his voice here. Not what you were expecting? What did you think?
Like a dump.
A dump? I did tell him to be honest. Crumbs all over your face from that cookie you're eating. What did you think of the houses we looked at?
I don't know, but some were nice, and I didn't really want to live in the ones that we looked at.
No?
They were junky.
Junky.
It's fun, but they're all junky and a lot of stuff at the places.
A lot of stuff, what?
At the places.
Oh, yeah.
Most of them that we looked at, I didn't really like. There was one that I liked, the yard and stuff. I didn't really like those. But the ones that people were living in, I liked them. Like that.
Oh, the people we visited.
Yeah,
but
was nice.
they were already full of people. But the ones that we looked at for us to live in.
I didn't really like them.
What do you need?
See a plane.
See a plane?
Yeah.
No, we don't have a plane. Ainsley was talking about before, eh? Yeah? Finley just woke up, so he's still eating his breakfast. Everybody else is onto a snack already. Anyway, they were pretty run down. There was one I really, really liked. I loved it. If I was going to live here, I would have bought it and fixed the house up. It was a stunning property. I love just the feel of the land. It was nice. But the house, no. So we have more coming. There is one more. Actually, that was a 2-hour drive from here, looking at these places. So our contact picked us up. He's got a big van. He picked us up. He actually took some suitcases along because we were figuring on moving over to that area. So we took 7 of our suitcases with, so that later on when he comes to get us again, he could take more suitcases, and we could get all of our stuff over to that side, 2.5 hours away from here. Unfortunately, we didn't find anything, so we brought everything back here again. Our realtor we've been working with found another property, and it's also happened to be in the same town as one of the ones we already looked at over there. So rather than driving back again, our contact's got 9 kids as well. He's from America. He's a farmer, grew up on a farm, he's a carpenter, so he kind of knows what we're looking for. And I'll let him look at that. He said he'd look at it today. The realtors also found a bunch in this area. So since we're only planning on being here temporarily, probably sticking outside the city is not going to be the end of the world. And, we just don't want to be in the city. We'd like to have a bit of room. Even some chickens or a milk cow or something like that would be great. But at least a backyard where the kids can run around and play. And many of the places we looked at had no backyard at all. Not suitable for our farm kids. All right, we're walking on the streets again. I'm looking for Carrefour, I think that's how I say it, Market. They have a little bit of everything, a much bigger shopping center. And hopefully I can find a transformer in there. So it's a couple of different streets here. It's about 22 minutes roughly from where we're staying. Again, beautiful. There's such a mix still though. On this side you get this. That could definitely use some repairs. So, yeah. So much variety here. There's an older building there as well. Little bits of old and new. Has a certain level of charm though, even though it is kind of run down. It would be nice to see economic prosperity to return, I'm assuming that's why it's kind of run down. And if that would return, then you'd have, more money to fix all this stuff up again. You would. Alright, so supermarket was actually pretty cool. It was a very new shopping mall. I do not know the rules on filming or not filming, and I really don't want to get in trouble, so I didn't bother filming anything. But they had all sorts of stuff in there. There was 6 or 7 layers, something with escalators in there, shoe stores, clothing stores, games, books, just you name it, lots of stuff. A big grocery store down below, much bigger than what we've seen. So far we've been shopping at like corner shops almost, variety stores. They are all grocery stores. And it didn't seem like the prices were actually much different, which I figured they would be. I figured the grocery stores, the actual big ones would be cheaper, but they weren't really. Very nice in there, brand new building by the looks of it, so that was kind of nice to see. So I couldn't really find a transformer. Nobody seemed to know what I was talking about. I did find one item, just literally one, and it was on the wrong shelf, and I couldn't find the rest of them where it belonged. But that one particular item had a little bit of English on it that said something about 220 and 110. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a transformer. Doesn't really look like it, but I mean, it was $4 or $5, so not the end of the world, I guess. In a noisy tunnel here right now. So walking down here, it is a strange world. I mean, this is just normal life for these folks, but for us this would be like the ghetto, or you know, just maybe not the safest of places to be. But everybody's safe, everybody's friendly, everything's normal, perfectly normal and legit, and everything seems to be okay. We yeah, hopefully we'll still find a house and get a bit more comfortable with the area and everything that's going on here. And one question I had, or one comment I had, somebody was repeatedly saying is that nobody here speaks English and you're going to be so unwelcome, and that's just not true. And I was told prior to coming that that wasn't true, and that's confirmed now. We've been here for what, 5-6 days or something. Very welcome, everybody's friendly, and lots and lots and lots of people speak English, at least to some degree. I mean, I had lots of shop owners. The one lady I tried to talk to, she didn't know any English. She spoke Russian and Georgian, but then she called someone else over who spoke Georgian and English, and so I mean, we made it work that way. So I don't know. That person said they lived here for a while as well, so I'm not sure where they were, but so far so good for us. So it's getting into evening now. Little doggy. Getting into evening now, and yeah, we're making our way back to the apartment again. Maybe stop at one of these vendors here somewhere for something to eat. The other interesting thing is the amount of English words that are tucked into stuff. You know, little advertisements and stuff like here. No idea what part of that says. And then it says espresso or Americano plus milk. Just lots and lots of little bit of English to help us understand what we're doing or what we're buying or what's going on. The maze of streets, nothing's really straight. Everything's kind of crooked and running in a different direction. I don't know who designed this. There doesn't appear to be any city planning going on. Yeah, so I don't know what the deal is on that. It's a little bit of every kind of style mashed together. I would assume you live here long enough, obviously you're going to figure it out. Everybody else has, but I at this point don't have any idea where we're going yet. Every day we try to walk a different street too, of course, so that doesn't help matters any. Vendors on the sides like that with fruits and vegetables. They don't really have winter per se here. Just dips down a little bit, but more or less stays warm. I picked I forget what it is called again now. Anyway, we picked one off a tree the other day and ate it. So they still have fruits growing on the trees. The other goal here right now, it's a 22-minute walk. We're trying to find our way back without using the phone. Cora's convinced she can do it. At least she's confident. These kids haven't got a clue. They're just out for a stroll. And I'm the concerned parent that's thinking we're probably lost.
No, we stopped to walk down here a while because there's these hallways through this building.
Okay.
Never passed it, so we're still
So you think we're still good?
Yep.
Let's hope. Oh, the other thing that's interesting is that they have these dumpsters parked randomly on the sides of the road. Oh yeah, you're right. Past that playground slash school over there. Anyway, they have dumpsters randomly placed around. And I wondered about that at first, but it would appear we came out of our apartment with some bags of garbage. They normally come pick it up, but we weren't ready in time or whatever. So we had 2 bags of garbage. We came downstairs and I found somebody else and asked them, and they said, you know, they were going to the garbage as well, so we just followed them and they dumped them in these bins. They have these around, I'm guessing all the shops, all the houses here, just bring their garbage down and toss them in these bins. And then the city comes by and cleans them up. So that's different for sure too. So here again, like I said, it looks really sketchy, right? I'm just being honest. And I'm sure everybody in America is thinking the same thing right now, but yet it's totally safe. Everybody just, it's just how they live. This is life for them, I guess. Obviously, financially, it's probably tougher here than where we're used to. All right, stopped at a little Russian bakery and grabbed a little pastries they had for sale there. Kids wanted some flatbread like we had yesterday. These are filled with apple. Yummy? You guys like them? Good? Anyway, pretty delicious. They're roughly 50 cents a piece, something like that. It's one lari. So you can look up what a lari is. You'll find it in currency conversion under gel. I don't know why, but anyway. It's called a lari here anyway, L-A-R-I. And if you look it up, you'll probably find it under gel, G-E-L. So it's getting a little closer to dark. Still wandering around. There's loads and loads of churches. So this is another little church here. People were in there today. Lots of older vehicles as well. Like, look at this dump truck. This thing is just mint. Beautiful shape. 3M something or other. Beautiful. And this is under construction. I'm assuming they're gonna get that done. I don't think it's been like this. Oh, those are new blocks. Those blocks weren't there the other day. So anyway, it's progress, I suppose. So far, still doing good without the map, and we know where we're headed now. So I'm not as concerned of a parent anymore. Okay, so we went out and did a little bit of shopping again. We needed some diapers, and while we were there, we got some baby food as well. So I'll show you what we got. So this is size 5 diapers. Pampers, not a brand we'd normally buy. It was the only one that was available in this, I guess you'd call it pharmacy, I guess. So there's 60 in there. You get a pack of pablum here, 200 grams, and 2 jars of baby food, broccoli food here. And that costs us $69.48. 69.5 lari, basically 70 lari. So that works out to $35.79 Canadian, just to give you an idea. Today is Sunday morning. It's actually dead quiet out here today. There's like hardly anybody, which is probably pretty typical where we are too, Western or in Canada. Sunday mornings people tend to sleep in a lot more. But it's been very, very quiet here this morning. It's kind of nice. I like it like this. Which one is it? This one that...
Oh yeah.
I can smell them.
Houses. It's a nice place.
Problem, you guys can kind of do whatever you want.
I like the it's all
I'm
fenced
assuming,
in.
so what I'm assuming is this is his place. He lives in the city to work. You know, so he's staying in the city. But this is his, and nobody does anything with it.
Yeah, this is definitely
This is
nicer
awesome,
than.
right? Oh, you guys are a good one. I'm
Yeah.
happy. Like I get happy when I know that you're happy. So it's like.
Oh, you should have seen what
And then
we
look, so
see.
there's horses out there. There's cows out there.
Filming too?
Yeah.
Washer.
There's no kitchen up there. That's weird, isn't it?
That's strange. So, Nina, is everything downstairs or is it the upstairs too?
Both.
Okay, both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Small area is called Quevry. And it's a clay vessel that's buried in the ground. Sometimes what they do is they'll work something out with the rent, like, hey, I'll build this, and you take it off the rent, and you're like, yeah.
Big house.
아, 책이랑 놀이까지 들어가. 수 있으니 우리랑 갈 수.
Oh yeah, it's large.
Living room.
Evet, ana mașină e Georgia.
Did she ask me about all the stuff? What do we do with all?
Here, evet, ana.
Just leave it there? Let's ask her.
Ai, în cazul că...
In the yard too, eh?
Yeah, it's got lots.
Chicken coop.
You're in the way.
You're taking the apartment or you're gonna fix up the best
Oh. Kitchen.
Russian.
Right.
The younger ones speak a little bit of English.
I think somebody's feeding the cat.
The safe for rent, brother?
Yeah, it's for rent. It needs to be cleaned up.
That's like a cannon.
You're gonna be drunk with the ferment.
What do you want?
They're all fermented. Yeah, it's nice and big and open.
A lot of stuff over here. Three in there, right?
Asadzine veliki di, ali
Baby bed in the front.
Marjanishvili. Oslo
Marjanishvili?
Marjanishvili.
This never ends, does it?
It's all busted.
Angielski gamouczy, pelapys gamouczy, szemet pelapys stawię.
Never better.
Pelapys stawię.
So yeah, good morning. It is pretty early Monday morning here, and it's our last day in this apartment. We're getting ready to move to a house today that we found yesterday, hanging up a bit of laundry up. So this is very common. There's no clothes dryers. Nobody has clothes dryers. Everybody has laundry lines. You see them in all the apartments. Everywhere, somebody else's laundry. Very, very common here. The thing that I thought was interesting is that there's city workers that go around and sweep stuff up. So this guy is sweeping the street. He's got a wheelbarrow, got a broom. I don't know if I can get a more clear picture. No, I can't. I don't know why not. I can't get a clear picture of it. There you go. Anyway, he sweeps the streets. People walking around and sweep. He's got a little broom. Why they don't get something they don't have to bend over with, I don't know. The broom is just a little straw broom. And that's his other broom. Anyway, you'll see them walking around the streets, cleaning stuff up, cigarette butts, picking up trash, whatever, keeping everything clean, putting them in the dumpsters. Usually there's a team of two, we've noticed, walking around. So, yeah, it's kind of nice. All the leaves that fall off the trees, all that kind of stuff, they all sweep that all up, clean it up. Good morning, everybody. We are pulling out of here today. It's been a slice, popping about. You need to wipe your nose. Pulling out of here today. It's been a slice. We've really enjoyed our stay, but we have secured a rental home. We're supposed to be heading towards that home here in the next half hour, an hour. You can hear all the ruckus in here. This is why we haven't been getting as much sleep as we've been hoping. because we've got a couple of sick babies, and between that and the time zone difference and just ourselves being a little bit sick, I don't cough when I'm standing up. When I'm laying down, then I cough again. So looking forward to getting out in the countryside, breathing good fresh air, and just having that space, peace, and quiet that the countryside offers. It'll come with its own unique set of challenges, though, because there's no shops within walking distance, so we will have to rent a taxi every time we need to go into town to get something. If we bulk shop like we would have back home, this shouldn't be a problem, and it's possible that people in our town may have vegetables and fruits and things like that for sale, but there's no actual shops that I am aware of. I can't find any on Google anyway. So yeah, I think that's up to speed. So we're gonna get all our bags, this stuff here. We've got to cart it all back down again in the elevator. The only problem is that there's workers working on a building above us, another apartment, and they are currently using the elevator to haul all sorts of garbage down. They got bags full of concrete that they're hauling down the stairs. So yeah, it's gonna be, we'll have to try trade off and see if we can use that elevator. It was a real hassle getting everything in the taxis, but we got it all to fit in three minivans. Everything fits inside, so on our way to the apartment now. Yeah, I think it'll be better out there once we're there. We'll be a little more independent, although finding how to get to town and back might be a bit complicated. We have a lot of the same brands as we do at home as far as stores and stuff. McDonald's, KFC, Dunkin' Donuts I've seen. So next stage, I guess, would be finding a van, buying ourselves a van or a car or something. It really depends how long we're going to stay here, I guess. Cows are allowed to wander around randomly here. And it's up to you to fence your property, I've been told. So, at least it keeps the grass cut. How often do people hit cows? Oh yeah? Okay.
Because it was on the highway before they went to the road, they had to cross the highway.
Well, it's not ours, but yeah. I don't know, there's not a whole lot to eat in there. Maybe that's why he let them out. Pretty lax on their seatbelt rules here, so we can cram as many as we want in the car, apparently, as long as the front people have seatbelts on. We successfully got to our house, and we used the same taxi to get to the grocery store. This is actually a shopping mall. It's huge, and in here this is a grocery store, massive grocery store. It's got everything we could possibly need. Water, there's our family, and it goes all the way back, all the way over there. Yeah. So right now we're just looking at some meat. We're actually looking for ground beef, but they got big chunks of everything. They'll just cut it right here for us. Lots and lots of stuff. I'll film some more in here some other day about prices and stuff. Right now we're kind of in a hurry because we're waiting. We have a taxi guy waiting for us to take us back again. It was just simpler than trying to find another taxi this time, but as we get more used to it, it'll be easier. Actually, our taxi driver speaks Dutch, so that was really cool because I don't speak Georgian. His English wasn't so good, but his Dutch is really good. He spent a lot of time in Holland, so we were conversing back and forth in Dutch, which is pretty handy. Hello again. We are in the house now. I'll give you a grand tour of it probably tomorrow when the lights are on. Sorry, I just had to swallow. This seems like a long day. We got over here. It's a lot of stress. It feels like a lot of stress. It shouldn't be, but it's a lot of stress just getting this many people moved. We had 3 different taxis to load up all of our luggage and all of our people. Oh, it's dark in here. Let me find another room. Yeah, 3 different luggage, or 3 different minivans in order to get all of our people and luggage. Plus Jeff and his girlfriend as well helped us out. So the realtors here Not exactly sure how that works as far as real estate license or whatever, but they helped us find this place. So they help a lot of people find apartments and houses, especially students coming here to study in the university in Tbilisi. So I would like to, at some point, interview them, get them to talk on here, and then we can drop all their information down below. And that way, if you ever decide you want to come to Tbilisi, either for a holiday or to study or to live, they can help you find places. They helped us find this one, and it's a nice place. It really is. So anyway, they did that. Then we sent 2 of the taxis home, and then we drove to the grocery store. Taxi driver actually spoke Dutch, which was really great. And we wandered around the grocery store for a bit, got a few things. We picked up a new pack and play for the baby. Just got, and a kettle, picked up an electric kettle. Just a number of things like that. And he actually waited for us outside and brought us back here again. So that was great. We're now in here. I feel just a little overwhelmed. It's just been a big day, a lot going on. This house is fully furnished. It has everything in it that we could possibly need. The only downside is that nobody's been in this house for 7 years. So there's a bit of a, it just smells stuffy. We've got the windows open now. We're airing it out, and that'll obviously help. Also, the bedding that's on the beds hasn't been washed in I don't know how long. So now we're just faced with that. You come in here and we want to go to sleep, and everything's just kind of Also, it's very strange. I'll show you that in the tour tomorrow. There's no kitchen on the main floor here. You have to go downstairs for a kitchen and downstairs for a bathroom, yet we're living up here. So that also seems kind of weird. These are all things we're going to get used to. It's not going to be a big deal, but it's just going to take time for us to figure it out. And in the meantime, especially now just being a long day and we're tired and been running on very little sleep for the last week, it just seems like a lot to take in. So anyway, it'll all work out. It always does. But yeah, that's where we're at now. So we did buy some cleaning supplies. What we're hoping to do is wash a lot of stuff down, just open the windows, wash things down, get it smelling good in here. We got a bunch of sheets outside airing out and blankets. What else? Yeah, just kind of make things our home. And we're welcome to do whatever we want here pretty well as far as making it a home and making it suitable for us. They even said we could put a kitchen in. They didn't want to put one in the house here though. And I think when I show you the layout here and stuff, you might understand why they want to kind of keep it the way it is. But we're welcome to build one outside on the concrete balcony that's on the second story. I don't think I'm going to go through that much effort. It seems like a lot of work, but we might just rig something up in here without making any holes. We can easily put in a sink with a pail underneath it to catch the water, and then we could at least wash our hands up here, that kind of thing. Even buying a 2-burner electric stove we could use, and then we could actually cook up here rather than having to go downstairs. What else? The fridge is downstairs. That would be easy enough to haul up here. And there's a couple of beds downstairs too. We're talking about hauling them up here. And then we'd basically be on one floor, which is more than enough for us. So I think that's kind of it. We're going to eat something now. It's almost 8 o'clock at night. We're going to eat something, do a bunch of cleaning tonight, and get the kids settled in here for sleep. And then tomorrow I'll give you a grand tour.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.